Mackinac Policy Conference is in its first full day.
It's one of the biggest weeks of politics in the state each year and has drawn a big crowd to talk about issues important to Michigan.
24-Hour News 8's political reporter Rick Alvin sat down with both of our U.S. senators today to talk about one of the issues that completely surrounds the conference. He joins us live from Mackinac Island tonight. Rick?
For both U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow and U.S. Senator Gary Peters, this is an annual trek to talk about politics, yes, but policy, and increasingly that policy is a concern about what could happen here in Mackinac, a big impact here and around the state.
Here we sit at one of our premier tourist attractions in the state of Michigan. You can just imagine what would happen if there was an oil spill here. It's an unacceptable risk.
Senator Gary Peters is concerned about Line 5. That's a pipeline in the Straits of Mackinac.
This is something that has to be dealt with. You know, I hope that eventually we just shut it down.
The pipeline was recently damaged by an anchor strike. In the senator's view, it took too long to determine the damage. Closing down the pipeline, though, he says, is a state decision. Senator Peters and Senator Stabenow share another concern about the Great Lakes, one highlighted last year at this conference, and now getting attention from President Trump. The Soo Locks. They're vital, they're undersized, and they're old. Senator Stabenow says it's a matter of national security and economic security, too. If the locks fail,
within a matter of weeks, shutting down the entire American economy.
She's confident the recently developed water resources bill can fund a new lock once the cost has been determined, probably about $1 billion. And that's not all. There are more concerns about water. PFAS, you've heard a lot about it, but what you haven't heard is a government report, and Stabenow says that's wrong.
There's also been a health study that unfortunately, because it actually shows health problems, the EPA is now blocking it from being released, which is very concerning to me.
You know, the president made a pledge to help with the Soo Locks when he was visiting Michigan earlier this year. So far, the senator says she hasn't seen any sign of that. Another big buzz on the island, mobility. What's next for those cars that could drive themselves? We'll talk about that tonight at 11. Live on Mackinac Island, I'm Rick Alvin, 24-Hour News 8.